Best day of the year, huh? Well, it's been a while since I've streamed, so I'm still setting a lot of things up. Hold up. Man, I'm kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie. What is up, everybody? Man, it is going to be a little bit of an interesting day here. Wish the Blazers had a lottery pick. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird not having a lottery pick this year. I'm not gonna lie. As a Blazers fan, it feels like we should be here right now, but obviously, playoffs for once since what, 2021 or whatever. Brooklyn. All right, I gotta make sure I put this in because I know a million people are gonna be asking. I know I'm live like hella early, but I do this every time because I like hanging out with you guys because I only stream like what, twice a year maybe. So yeah. I don't even know when the games start today. I assume they start like right after, right? Yeah, it's pretty similar. Okay, 2:30. 2:30, 6:30. Got it. Okay. All I want is Washington to 5 don't reward their behavior. They always fall to 5 though. If that's what I'm saying, that is why I'm scared, because if OKC does get a top 4 pick, man, man, it's the NBA is over as we know it. It is over, man. It is beyond over. It is beyond over, man. It's on ABC, right? Let me check. I think, or the lottery's on ESPN, which I think I need to get it going here on in front of me anyway. Obviously, I can't show it. People ask every year. NBA would strike me. I always get copyrighted no matter what anyway. I do gotta make sure that you guys can hear it though at some point. But I gotta sign into my stuff here. Hope the Pacers get the first pick. Man, that would be kind of scary too, I'm not gonna lie. Right now there's some soccer on, or football, depending on where you're at in the world. I wouldn't be scared if the Heat got a top 4 pick. Cam Boozer. If Golden State Warriors move up, I'm believing it's all a conspiracy. It might, man, like, I don't think there's a single thing that could happen today where fans wouldn't say it's rigged, because that's just how we are. Like, fans are just. Is it on the NBA app, or does anyone in chat know? Or in the UK? I doubt it's on the NBA app. I could be wrong. I feel like it's going to be on ESPN exclusively, but Trends did just say it could be on ABC as well. What's the best case scenario for Bucks in this lottery? I think the Bucks can only get don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the best chance, or the only thing they can get, is the 4th pick. I think that's the best thing they can do. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure though. Bucks can get 2. I didn't know if the math. I mean, I know the Hawks have to get to 1, obviously, for that to be the case. But I didn't know if the math. It is 2nd pick. So yeah, I guess the Bucks can get 2. Apparently, people are saying so. Halliburton, Nembhard, Bonza, Siakam, Zubac would be crazy. Absolutely, that would be wild. That would be a really good starting 5. I think that's what the Pacers envisioned when they made that trade. And I'm assuming they hope they keep the pick. Obviously, man, yeah. I haven't even, you know, honestly, guys, I haven't done a single tankathon spin all year. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I've done a single one. Did we do our very first one here? We do our very first one. I don't even know if I have a. I honestly don't think I even have a setup for this. If you were a GM, would you go DeBonza or Peterson? Probably DeBonza because of Peterson's weird issues with playing. But I'm also not a scout or anything like that, so I'm not sure. What are your thoughts on my last? What does that mean? I don't know what you're asking. Unless you type something else. Oh, Adam Silver in the NBA. And oh my, they know where it's going to be. What? Got to be involved. The FBI investigation about the gambling, yet they let the deal go through with Charlotte. Oh, Miami? Okay, I kind of see what you're saying. But oh, you're saying, are you saying that like Miami's going to or Miami's going to get a pick because of I don't exactly know what you're saying, but trying to follow you. Do ESPN's one is way better. What, do they have like a tankathon spin, or are you talking about something else? Or are you talking about the lottery when it goes live? What would you do if Mavs got one again? I wouldn't do anything. I'd just be like, okay, that's gonna be scary, especially in 2K. Like they're gonna be very annoying to stop for the rest of 2K26. We'll see if they get patched in 2K27. Probably not. See if I have a way to set this up. I have no idea if I do. I literally need to redo this. The NBA knew that the FBI investigation was going to happen to Rozier and multiple NBA players, yet they let the deal with the Heat and the Hornets go through. That seems like a messed up thing to do. Well, yeah. I don't blame you for feeling that way. Oh man, that's just a whole rabbit hole. Thank you, No Cap Breezy. I appreciate that. I hope you guys all, mess with them. They'll draft AJ. Maybe they get one again. Not sure if it happens again. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, my gut feeling, I don't even have a gut feeling. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea what's going to happen today. I'm a little the only thing I just don't want to happen, I just don't want OKC getting a top 4 pick. That just sounds so terrifying, man. That sounds absolutely scary to deal with, and I'm not trying to. Hello from the Philippines, already 2 a.m. here. Damn, man. What's up? Hope you're having a great time. Okay, I think I can do this, actually. Yeah, I can do this. Yeah, I can definitely do it. Alright, I'm just gonna hide myself so you guys can see the tankathon. That'll be the easiest way to do it. I'm gonna do my one. Oh, I'll probably do more, but let's see if I hide myself. I know how to. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, yes, you guys can see it. I'm just gonna hide myself for a second. And we are going to do a tankathon spin. Why not? I haven't done one. I haven't done one all year. This is my first one. We can do another one later as well, or however many you guys want, but let's see. I guess let's sim and then I'll scroll down. We'll try to do this slowly and reveal what my first tankathon of the year looks like. ESPN, okay, that's probably what I think it was Brandon. Yeah, Brandon was telling me. So I'll go check that one out here in just a second. So let's see if I can do this slowly. At pick 14, we have the Charlotte Hornets. Okay. Miami. We have OKC, so they didn't jump up. So far, nothing's moved. Golden State. Milwaukee. Okay, so I don't know who jumped up, to be honest with you. In this sim, someone went up. I just don't know who it was. I don't remember. Memphis goes down. Whoops. I think I did that. Okay, so let's go back. Memphis, Sacramento. Okay, so what? That leaves the Utah. So that leaves Washington, Indiana. I can't even think of the other teams on my top of my head. So the Clippers will get the Pacers pick here. Washington gets 4. Chicago jumps up. Okay, they definitely could use it. And then Dallas. Oh my gosh. Brooklyn and Dallas. Wow. Okay. Bulls, and then the Dallas Mavericks are the team that jumped up to number 1. My first sim of the year. That's actually wild. Wow. That's actually wild. I guess I could just drink myself here. I don't know if that even looks good, but I can. Probably should have made another scene for this, but whatever. Wow, that almost every pick 15 has been traded. Is that true? Oh yeah, I guess you're not wrong. So this dude, that Portland Chicago pick has, I mean, I'm sure some of you probably know, but that, oh my gosh, why won't it let me move back? I'm gonna be moving my camera like crazy, I guess. Okay, there. I want fit screen. There we go. We're back. Okay. Yeah, the origins of that Portland Chicago pick is kind of wild. Obviously, that's from the Larry Nance Jr. trade from what? I don't even know when that went down, but yeah. And then obviously the Phoenix and Memphis pick, Philadelphia OKC. I couldn't even tell you what trade that's from. I don't remember. Orlando, Charlotte. Yeah, some of these trades I don't even remember how they happened, but if the NBA wants to discourage tanking, they should give the lowest percentage team to who are constantly sitting players and tank purpose at the end of the season. Yeah, that's an idea. I feel as if the lottery will be consequential over the future of the NBA alongside 2023, especially with the lottery changes for next year. Yeah, you're not wrong. This is a big one, man. And honestly, I think some of the changes they might be implementing are going to be so dumb. It almost comes to a point where I feel like they should just get rid of the lottery. I don't know. Am I crazy for thinking that? It's just impossible for every single team to be good. It's just not going to happen. There's not going to be a single universe where every single team in the NBA at the same time is going to be a good team that's fighting for playoffs. Like, it's just not going to happen. I just don't understand, like, what the thought process is. Like, they should just get rid of the lottery at this point. If they're going to add all these dumb rules, like, you can be eliminated from the play-in and have like the same percentage chance. I forgot what, I would have to double check what all of them are, but some of the rules, I don't know. Every team should have the same odds. I just don't know, man. Like, everyone's gonna have their own opinions on how it should be fixed. I don't know. I just don't think you can get rid of tanking, man. It's part of the game. I understand it sucks for, you know, yo, Clashionaire, thank you for subscribing. I understand it sucks that some games are unwatchable in, March and April. I get that. But I don't know. It's just, I don't know how you get rid of it. Especially with how long of an NBA season you have, 82 games. Hypothetically, if my Heat get number 1, do you think they lean more towards drafting AJ, Caleb, Darren, or Cam? Now, obviously, I'm not the best person to answer this question, but since you asked me, based on their roster right now, I mean, I feel like they could swing for any position. So I'm going to go DeBonza, I guess. And then, yeah, the NBA is about to add 2 more teams, and obviously there's already a talent problem as it is, it seems like. Or maybe it's not a talent. I don't know. Yeah, expansion's coming soon, and then you're going to have even more teams in the fire. Hey, do you watch the NHL? Not really. I will say, like, when I was gambling like crazy, I don't do it anymore. I've retired from gambling, I guess. I did learn a lot about hockey and baseball. So, like, I know a lot of players now because of betting all the time and learning about those other sports. Like, that is an easy way to learn about other sports is gambling. I will say that. But I do not bet anymore at all. Like, it's been so much better not doing that stuff. And I learned a lot about the NHL, but no, I don't really watch it. Although I will tune in for like the Stanley Cup Finals and stuff. Like, I've watched that last year and stuff. So yeah, I don't think expansion goes through. They don't have the votes. We'll see. Phil, the NBA is overreacting to a 3-2-1 lottery. Teams that have a lack of talent are just young and experienced are getting barred the most. Yeah, OG Crush would have betting promos between rebuilds. Yes, I would. I would promote gambling and you know, it can be a gambling could be a positive way to enhance your experience, but 90% of the time, it's not, unfortunately. Like, there is a way to play it and have fun and, you know, be calm with it, I guess, but it's just really hard, I don't know, for some people, especially me. Like, even in my head, I thought I wasn't even crazy about it, but it was crazy. It was crazy. And it's just the reality of it. It's an addicting thing. I only want one thing: the Pacers get a top 4 pick and return to the playoffs next year. Absolutely could happen. Absolutely could happen. Then you do the lottery like Mega Millions, where it's little balls, no Diddy grab them. What the hell? What the hell did I just read? Okay, King David, I like your idea, I guess. Let's just say that Maple Leafs were like the Mavs in this lottery. Okay, yeah, I did see that they missed the playoffs this year. My teacher's friend said her third graders were talking about their parlay. Third graders. What the hell? Okay, yeah, that's an issue. If you're in third grade gambling, that's kind of wild. I wouldn't even remotely think about doing something like that when I was in third grade. But the world is changing. It is changing. Wow. Yeah, that is not good. I'm gonna try out this ESPN tankathon you guys said. I've never even heard of it until you guys said something. Check it out. Tank. Okay. I don't even see it. ESPN lottery simulator. Oh, is this it? Oh, this does look kind of cool. Interesting. Do you have the NFL logo in the background like the NBA one we see? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have an NFL logo. I have the NBA logo. I have my Jaden Daniels picture, Commanders thing. I actually technically have a football right here, but you can't see it. I have a football here too. Kind of out of the picture. And then my favorite moment as a fan when Damian Lillard hit the game winner in OKC, and you know, in reality, Dame might have created a monster, I guess, in a way, if you really think about it. And speaking of the Blazers, I actually watched the Jailblazers documentary for the first time last night. That was pretty fun. Hello, Luis. It's good to see you. It's so crazy when people tell me they're watching from like Brazil or Philippines. Like, it's so cool. I'm so happy that I can be watched around the world. That's awesome. Sixers pick goes to OKC and is not lottery. Jailblazers got me into NBA basketball. Yeah, that was obviously I wasn't really watching NBA like that back then. I was a child, and yeah, it was pretty interesting learning about the history of it. That was a really fun documentary. Those untold documentaries on Netflix are really good. Even the Tim Donaghy one, or however you say his damn name one, was good. I watched that a long time ago. Do you think Thiago should stay as the head coach? I think he deserves another chance, but it doesn't sound like it's gonna happen. I mean, he got us to the playoffs this year. But I don't know, man. The new owner, Tom Dundon, obviously his Carolina Hurricanes, I think, are headed to this. I mean, they're up 3-0, I'm pretty sure. And he owns the Hurricanes. And they went up 3-0. Or no, they won the series last night over Philadelphia. So I think they're in the Stanley Cup conference. I don't know. Conference finals. So I don't know. Like, him having a successful hockey team gives me some optimism that there's no need to overreact. But I don't know. He's done some weird things so far as an owner. I mean, it's kind of weird. You just get a new owner and everyone's clowning the hell out of him because of the cheap practices he's done lately. But I'm just going to be patient and wait and see. Oh, this is kind of cool, actually. Wow. Okay, this is dope. Hold on. I love that Simmons named him. No one named him that. This is actually really cool. Is this what you guys were talking about? I'm not gonna lie, this is dope. I'm gonna show you. This is dope. I don't know if you guys were talking about this, but I found it. It's really cool. I'm sure this is what you guys are talking about, obviously, but Yeah, this is pretty cool. Let's do one. Why not? Let's do this. So, 14th pick is gonna be Charlotte. Okay, that makes sense. 13 gonna be the Miami Heat. For 12, this is where the Thunder should be. Oh my God. The Oklahoma City Thunder just jumped up. That's actually wild. Okay. Love to see it. Milwaukee is going to be pick 10. Or pick 11, sorry. Pick 10 is going to be Chicago. That's brutal for them. Oh my gosh. They dropped from 9 to 10. Memphis, Dallas, and Atlanta Leafs in the top 4. Wow. Okay. See, the next pick is Utah. Sacramento Kings are in the top 4. This is definitely cooler than Tankathon. I'm not going to lie. Brooklyn is going to be picking at 7. 6 is going to be the LA Clippers because the Pacers drop down. Washington Wizards get 5. Oh boy, we're getting into the nitty gritty here. So 12, 8, 7, and 5 all jumped in the top 4. Wow. Okay, number 4 is going to be the Thunder. So I guess at least they didn't get number 1 overall, but still, it's still terrifying. Number 3 is going to be the Atlanta Hawks. Dude, okay, so you're telling me both sims that I've done, this might end up with Mavericks being number 1 overall? Okay, no, they got 2 this time, but okay. Mavericks go to 2. And then, hey, the Sacramento Kings jump up to 1. Now, obviously, I did see a report, which I don't even know how, So that would be the order. Kings, Mavericks, Hawks, Thunder. Would be wild. Would be wild. Do you guys really think one of these prospects would, pull an Eli Manning if Sacramento gets number 1 overall or something? If you were the GM of the Blazers, which player would you target? Trey, everyone has a crush on Trey Murphy, I feel like, and he is definitely someone that would make a ton of sense for Portland. We were not good at shooting threes last year. I think he would make some sense. And then as a representative of the Trailblazers fan community from Russia, wow, Russia, we believe the best will come from the new owner, as his Carolina Hurricanes went 8-0 in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he has a team right now that's really good in hockey, so we'll see. I think the top 4 all reviews go to Sacramento. Man. Yeah, I just don't know if things are ever going to get better in Sacramento, man. They're just such a weird ran organization, unfortunately. I just don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I had to shrink my chair. I had to get a new chair, and then I had a backup one, but man, it just kills my back. And it's supposed to be like a really nice one too. And I had to go buy a new one because my kids broke my other one. So now I'm in a new chair. Blazers need to develop Young Hansen. I just don't even know. I still hate that pick to this day. I mean, I hate Young Hansen. I don't hate him. I hate the pick. I didn't like it at the time. Thought it was weird, and I still don't really love it. Again, things could happen. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't know if he's ever going to develop in Portland because of the fact that we have a really good center, I feel like, already. Portland needs to get on a Giannis Brown 3-teamer and get... Brandon, what's funny is I actually texted my buddy Eric about that idea yesterday or the other day, because if Giannis doesn't want to come to Portland, obviously, which I think the Blazers will try to do, Jake Fisher said that, I do wonder if there's a world where the Blazers could get in on Jaylen Brown. The only issue with that is, like, we'd have to match his contract. And I don't know how many picks. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I do think that is an idea I've thought in my head as well, Brandon, that Jaylen Brown as a 3-teamer, especially if Giannis goes to Boston, which it feels like he wants to go there. He said some things that make it make sense. You ready for OKC to get the number 1 pick? No, I'm not. I'm not ready for that. Been following 4 years from Spain. Let's go, man. What's up, Juan? If you had to give up Denny for Brown, would you? No, I wouldn't do that. I'd rather have Jaylen Brown teamed with Denny. I would, I want Jaylen Brown with Denny and Damian Lillard next year. That is like my thought process. In fact, I can kind of show you what I think a trade could look like while we're on the subject. This is my thought process. So, let's see, we got to add these 3 teams in here. So, yeah, I do feel like there's a chance that this trade could go down this offseason. We're going to build this trade. So, I do see a path where Giannis obviously goes to Boston. Jaylen Brown in a world goes to, I mean, their contracts are so similar. Jaylen Brown goes to the Blazers, and then Jeremy Grant, his contract is terrible, but he goes to the Bucks, and I think it'd be, well, in the new, well, Shaedon Sharp's contract before the new league year, his contract is at $8 million, but I think if we're in the net, I don't even know if you can do that. I'm sure there's somewhere you can do that, but it'd probably have to be one of Shaedon or Scoot. I don't know which one it would be. Maybe it's Scoot. I have no idea. But let's say it's, I mean, we can do one or the other. Let's say it's Shaedon Sharp with Jeremy Grant, and then the Bucks get their picks back. The question is Jaylen Brown worth all of this? Is what my thought process is. Like, I don't know. Would you trade all of this for Jaylen Brown? That's the question. I don't know if I could be on board with that. Might not be. Yeah, failed. Okay, so I think if Shaedon Sharp's contract was in the next league year, this would match. But basically, the Bucks it would be more than this, obviously. But yeah, because that doesn't feel like a great return if you're Milwaukee. But if you get all of your picks back, Jeremy Grant, Shaedon Sharp, maybe you throw like a Young Hansen. I don't know. Something like this would definitely work out. And maybe even the Magic picks in there. But the Bucks get to rebuild properly, get a young player, whether it's Scoot or Sharp, or maybe it's both, for all I know. Like, it could be both. I have no idea. But the question is, like I said, if you're getting Jaylen Brown and you're Portland, I just don't know if trading that much makes sense for Jaylen Brown. If it was Giannis, then you have a different, conversation. But I just don't know if I can get behind trading like Scoot, Sharp, all of the picks back. Jeremy Grant. Grant's contract is a negative asset, don't get me wrong. I'm not pretending Grant is some positive asset the Bucks should be excited about. But yo, Danny 2K, thank you for subscribing. But yeah, I mean, maybe. And then you could take Kuzma. Yeah, that's not a bad, if we took Kuzma off of them, maybe. That could be an idea. But yeah, I do think this is something that could happen this offseason. For sure. I do see a world where this could be something that happens. Okay, the other thing I want to test real quick with you guys is if you guys can hear this. Let me just turn on a video so I don't get copyrighted by something random. I'll put on my own video or something. You guys can tell me if this is too loud. Let's see. Let's go to my. All right. I think you guys will be able to hear this. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear this and if it's too loud. Magic made a big trade this previous offseason for Desmond Bane, and they had to fight their way out of the play-in, almost upset the first-seeded Pistons, but unfortunately go home in round 1. So this will be somewhat of an interesting offseason for Orlando to figure out what is next for the franchise. You guys could hear that, right? That's coming through? Okay. We'll have to balance it. I mean, more than likely, I'll be quiet when the picks are coming down, so... But I just want to be prepared for when we do put on the lottery. I'm going to try not to get copyrighted this year. Every lottery stream, I think I've been copyrighted every time. So I don't think I'm going to have any audio playing until the countdown starts, basically. But I have 2 kids. I have 2 children. I need to mute this again. Let's see. 2026 Draft Lottery on Cake. On NBA TV apparently too, maybe? Okay. Noted. According to YouTube TV, anyway. NBA tip-off. All right. Oh boy. Do you think the Clippers rebuild? Let me get back. You're so young. I'm 27, so if you think, I don't know. Depending on who you ask, that's old or young, but I just turned 27 on Thursday. Do you think the Clippers rebuild, trade Kawhi for picks? Yeah, I mean, I think they should. I just, we'll see. We'll see if it happens. You look 21. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I went out of town this previous summer, or yeah, last summer, and I went to get a hotel because we were driving so far, man. We drove all the way to South Carolina. I'll never do that again. But my wife and I, well, my family, no, my wife, my 2 kids, we drove all the way to South Carolina to go to Myrtle Beach, and we needed to get a hotel for one night. And I walked in there, and the guy at the front desk said that he thought he was gonna have to deny me because he didn't think I was 21. So yeah, I guess I do look young for my age, which is good to know, I guess. But yeah, thank you. Do you think OKC gets number one, or who would they choose? I hope they don't get number one. I hope they don't. But yeah, I feel like most teams would take DeBonza, maybe. Maybe get Airbnb. I mean, to be honest, Stingray, we went down there with no plan at all. Like we just drove. We were we were gonna meet her we were meeting her sister and her family down in Myrtle Beach, and we knew it was gonna take us a while to get there. I didn't want to fly with my kids. That sounded like hell, because I don't know. They're young. I'm not sure how they would do flying, so it just sounded like a terrible idea. But driving wasn't much better, so we kind of just drove and didn't really have a plan. Eventually, we were going to be in like a resort, but we had to get there first. And it was like a 3-day trip. So, like, we just would drive, and then one day we had to get a hotel. Yeah, basically. You hope OKC gets the first pick and you're a Lakers fan? That's kind of a weird thing to be rooting for as a Lakers fan, then. To be honest, I didn't even know you're 27. You look really young. I said I had 2 kids, which is why I said that. Yeah. Yeah, I have 2 kids. I have a 5-year-old and I have a 3-year-old. So, as a Clippers fan, I don't ask for much, just 5 or 6. Yeah, that makes sense, man. If you can get 5 or 6 from that Zubac trade, I think you'd feel pretty good. You'd have Garland, pick 5, 6, resigning Mathurin if you choose to do so. Who's the safest player in this draft, do you think? Probably DeBonza. Probably DeBonza if I had to guess. But you guys are asking me these like prospect questions, and I'm not an expert by any means, so I'm just answering with the best I can to my best educated, I guess, but that makes sense. Cam Boozer is good too, obviously. I have seen people say they're worried about how his game will translate to the league, though, so we'll see. We'll see, though. He would give the East a #1 pick. Oh, I see what you're saying. If Adam Silver kills by the league, he would give the East a #1 pick. Yeah, well, because the West, who is possible? Obviously, Utah, Sacramento, Memphis are like the top 3 West teams. I mean, all 3 of those teams could use it, especially Sacramento. God, man, they have nothing to be excited for. Nothing. I've been doing rebuilds all year. There's gonna be some players who get drafted who aren't in Joda's class. Do you know why that is? Unfortunately, I do not. I use his classes because he's always supported me, so I like to support him as well, and I think he does a good job. But no, I have no idea why that would be the case. I guess it would depend on who you're asking about specifically, and I'm sure you could ask him yourself on Twitter. I'm sure he might respond. I don't know. He has a Twitter that if you wanted to ask him that, I'm not sure. Mikal or Wagler should be a Clipper. Yeah, could definitely happen. Isn't Darius Acuff considered better than Mikal though? Yeah, he moved a bunch of players for 2026 recently because there was a bunch of guys that backed out. But yeah, I did notice Dash Daniels is one that backed out as well, and he hasn't fixed that. Didn't Elijah Arenas back out as well? Isn't he going in the 27 class instead or going back to college? I'm pretty sure he's in Joda's class still as well in 2026. Or is he gonna be in the 26 class? I don't know. Oh, I guess maybe he hasn't decided yet? I don't know. No, it says Elijah is to withdraw from Indian draft and return to USC. Okay. Yeah, because didn't he get hurt or something? It didn't really play much this year. So yeah, that is a couple things I've noticed that Joda could fix. I don't know if he plans on fixing it or not, though. I assume he is going to. But what about Boogie Flan? Acuff because he went off in the March Madness tournament. Sacramento can't develop players and have horrible management. I feel any sorry for rookies that go there. Yeah, I mean, Sacramento is just such a weird team. Like, if you're a Kings fan, I just don't even know what single player on your roster you'd be excited about right now. I don't think there's a single one. Is there? Like, I don't know. Maybe there's maybe they like Nick Clifford a lot. I'm not sure. Or Max, I guess. But nobody projects to turn into a superstar on that roster right now, obviously. Hardwell, Renowned, yeah, like those are some guys, but I mean, obviously don't project to be anything absolutely insane or I don't know. It sucks. It sucks because if you're a Kings fan, there's just nothing to be excited for. I feel like anyway. But that could change today. That could change today for them. But Sacramento's done a horrible job at developing players and making decisions. Chris Murray's been disappointing. Oh yeah, he has. Yeah, his contract looks horrible too, man. Think Igor Dimon breaks out for Nets next year. Yeah, could definitely happen. I still also, guys, you know what? Now that I think about it, I'm actually gonna be rooting. There are 6 teams I'm rooting for to get good picks in this draft. Because I need 6 of these teams NBA shirts. These are 6 teams I don't have NBA shirts for because I've either I haven't been able to find any, or there just literally isn't a player I want to buy for. Now I will say some of the shirts I do have, like the players have been traded, but that's okay. It's no big deal. But I don't have a net shirt, or I do, but it's so old and dirty that I want a new one. Chicago, I have never had one of those. Pelicans, I had one. That one's trash too. I've had it for a long time. It's disgusting. Sacramento, I don't have one for. I have not wanted to buy for anybody on there. Utah, I don't have one for. And then Washington. So, yeah. I can just imagine Kenny's Bulls getting the top 4. Oh, I'm sure he'll be excited. I mean, they've fallen to like 6 every year, it feels like, when they've had a shot. Do you have a dark horse in this draft as far as like prospect? Because no, I don't. I really don't. If you ask me, as far as prospect, no, I don't have a dark horse. I want Utah to move up. They never do. Yeah, I feel like they haven't. No, if history tells us anything, the Jazz will get number 1 overall today because DeBonza will go to his hometown or what. Is that where DeBonza's from, or is that just where he played college ball? I don't know. I think he's from there, right? Oh no, he was born in Massachusetts. Okay, so maybe he grew up there. I have no idea. I know he obviously goes to BYU, but DeBonza's from Boston. I want Utah to move up. They never do. DeBonza's, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can't show the draft lottery. I would get I'd probably get banned or something. I do get copyrighted just for audio, so I can't imagine if I showed video. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, I can't show it. But you'll hear it. You'll hear it. I think Dallas will take a top 3 seat. NBA governors will pay back Doncic's trade. Oh my lord. I do enjoy the conspiracies about the Doncic trade. There is some fun conspiracies. Still very wild. But now the Mavericks have fully moved on. Masai Ujiri is now going to be the guy. They just got Mike Smits from the Blazers. Yeah, it's a new era in Dallas now. They're very lucky they got their #1 overall pick, man. Very lucky. Kid is so fired. I did see that he apparently asked to move up in the front office. So that is interesting that Jason Kidd wanted that job and they didn't give it to him. So that is interesting. Yeah, the Dallas Mavericks have Masai Ujiri now. They acquired him. I know this sounds weird, but I shouldn't say this, but like I do in a way feel bad for the owner of the Mavericks because don't get me wrong, like I don't know if you should be owning a team if you don't know anything. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can't say that, but like he truly had no idea what he was agreeing to when Nico Harrison brought that idea to him. And gosh, man. Now he's done everything he can to erase that. But yeah, Nico Harrison definitely took advantage of the fact that God, his name's escaping me right now. What's their names again? Dumont. Okay, Patrick Dumont. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Nico Harrison absolutely took advantage of Dumont not knowing anything about basketball. He had no idea what he agreed to when they signed up to trade Luka Doncic. Just crazy. I don't think he did, dude. I really don't. I don't think he knew what he was agreeing to. He was shocked when they were booing him, and he called Shaq a hard worker. I truly feel like he didn't know any. I don't think he knew what he was agreeing to, but I don't know. You really shouldn't feel bad for billionaires, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying that, but it does in a way feel, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could see like selling high on Luka Doncic. Like, if that's no, this is a conversation we've all talked about, I'm sure, but like selling high on Luka Doncic would not have been an issue. Like, would have been kind of dumb, yes, but if you got a max return for him, then it wouldn't be so bad. But the return was just such malpractice, man. At the end of the day, you make him available across the whole league, and you're going to get a ransom for him. Instead, you settle for Anthony Davis and a Lakers pick. You don't even get all of the Lakers picks either. You allow, I don't know. You allow them to keep some of their draft picks. It's just so dumb. Well, you can't talk to Luka Doncic because I don't want anybody to know. Didn't get Reeves either. I just don't get Reeves. Just such an idiotic way of going about it. Nico, like, if you truly wanted to trade Luka, which I don't know if I would have agreed with, but you gotta get a good return for him. But again, this is a conversation we all know, so I don't know why I need to talk about this. It's just something I brought up because the Mavericks are in the lottery again. In previous drafts, what would you change, like Odin Durant? Obviously, I wish the Blazers would have drafted. Well, I mean, at the same time, I wasn't even alive when it happened. But, looking back at it, would have been nice if the Blazers just drafted Michael Jordan, I guess, right? But as far as, like, recent drafts, uh, I wish we would have taken Cedric Coward instead of Young Hansen. I'll say that right now. Like, I know there's still time for that to age and all that, but as a Blazers fan, Cedric Coward was something we absolutely needed as a shooter, and we took Young Hansen instead. I hated that decision. Lakers should trade Aiden. I mean, he'll be easy to trade because his contract's not going to be that big, but I don't know who's going to want him. Also could have taken Thompson over Scoot. I mean, yeah. Yeah, and then the Blazers even tampered to get Hansen Young or Yang or whatever too. Like, it's just so stupid. Zach Collins over Bam. Yeah, that's a bad one too. Yo, Joshua, thank you for subscribing. Aiden has 0 value. Yeah, again, like, he'll be easy to move. Don't be wrong, because his contract's only like $9 million or whatever, because he has a player option, which I'm assuming he's going to accept it. I don't know. We'll see. He has a player option. The Lakers gave him a player option, so I think he'll opt into it, because I feel like unless there's a team wanting to give him more than $9 million, I'm pretty sure his contract is a player, or it's $9 million player option or something like that. It's either 8 or 9. Maybe 8.5. I don't know. Let's see what it is. He has an $8 million player option. So yeah, he'll probably accept that. I assume. Unless he thinks he can get more somewhere else, which I just don't know who would give him more. I still think Scoot was a no-brainer pick, right? Can't use hindsight there. No, absolutely not. I think Scoot was a no-brainer. I know, don't be wrong. Amin Thompson did have my intrigue there. But even he has his problems as well in Houston, like not being able to shoot. Scoot Henderson has shown flashes, but will he ever fully put it together? I don't know. I mean, look what he did in those first 2 games in the playoffs, man. It was insane. As a Blazers fan, like, I was like, let's go. This is the Scoot we drafted. And then, like, game 3, 4, and 5, he was like kind of disappeared, it felt like. Maybe it was game 4 and 5. I don't remember. But I just remember, like, games 1 and 2, bro. It was so special. Oh my lord, watching him blossom in the playoffs like that was insane. It was awesome. Let's see, what was it? Yeah. Okay, he was good in game 1, 2, and 3, and then he was bad in game 4 and 5. That's what it was. Yeah, he had 31 in game 2, bro. It was awesome. It was so awesome. Every draft pick from the Neil Shea era, yeah. Joe Cronin, who's the Blazers GM, I've had my disagreements with him in the past, obviously, but I think he's done overall a pretty decent job. Is the draft lottery on League Pass? I doubt it. I don't think so. Maybe it's on NBA TV included in League Pass. I don't know. If the Suns didn't match Pacers max offer sheet on 8 in the ripples of no Siakam, no finals run. Yeah, that would be a big what if for sure. Neil Shea never wanted to trade CJ for even Drew. Well, now we have Drew now, right? So I guess it... Yeah, Neil Shea never wanted to take a chance, dude. He just did nothing. He just always stood pat, never wanted to make a big trade. I think he tried for Paul George when he got traded to OKC when we had those 3 first-round picks in that draft, but I don't think, obviously, that happened. If the Hornets took Scoot, I wonder how good Miller would have been on the Blazers. Yeah, that is definitely an interesting question as well. He'd be a really good fit for what we need right now, too. Trade Aiden to a big 3 team. Oh my gosh. We got, what, 12 minutes till it starts? I think Cronin will try to trade for Giannis. I think he'll try. But it's just going to depend on Giannis wanting to stay, because no one can tell me differently that the Blazers have the best return the Bucks could want. No one can tell me differently. No one can convince me differently. I'm not saying I want Giannis. Like, as a Blazers fan, it would be hella exciting to get Giannis. But if he doesn't want to be here, then you don't do it, obviously. But we absolutely have the best package for the Bucks. Absolutely do. I know you hated, but he really finessed the Bucks in the Dame trade for the time of the market. Yeah, no, he did. Like I said, Cronin did a great job with the Dame trade. He really did. I mean, he got all of it. and then got Dame back eventually anyway. So like it just aged super well. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I think he did a great job with that. Would it include Kamara too? I hope not. I would like to keep Tamani Kamara, although he wasn't great in the playoffs this year. Heat Nation #1 pick. Well, we'll see. Maybe. Giannis is aging, about to be more overpaid and a massive injury risk. Trading for these guys on this time never works. Yeah, you're probably right. I do think, honestly, I think Giannis to Boston is probably the best place for him to go. As crazy as it sounds, I do think Giannis in Boston makes the most sense because they would have the perfect team around him. But the Bucks should not settle for just getting Jaylen Brown. Like they need to send Jaylen Brown to a third team and get like good compensation if they did that. But yeah, Giannis would make so much sense in Boston. He deserves some luck, especially from the Rozier situation. What is so I mean, I get you guys traded a pick for Rozier, but like what, I don't know if that like really cursed you guys that much, unless if I'm missing something. Wise man once said Dame isn't leaving. Oh my gosh, dude, we do this every. Hey, he's back. What does it matter now? The Warriors deserve the number one pick. Do they deserve it though? I don't know if I can agree with you there. The Warriors deserve the #1 pick. I don't know if I can agree with you. They should move Tatum, not Brown. I don't know, man. I honestly, when you said that, I didn't even realize you said trading Tatum away. That's never gonna happen, I don't think. It's an interesting opinion to have, though. That's not gonna happen. Tatum feels like one of the most untouchable players in the league, but I guess you never know. You never know. I support Heat moving up just for Bam. Dame ran from the grind and came back to the grind. Hey, man, he gave it a chance in Milwaukee. It just, unfortunately, him and Giannis did not really pan out, unfortunately. I cannot wait for the slaughter. We got 8 minutes till it starts, fellas. 8 minutes, and then we're about to find out the future of the league. By the way, how bad was that stretch in signing of Turner, Wolf? Oh, Dame? I think you meant Dame, right? Well, obviously they did it to get Miles Turner, but yeah, just so dumb. I mean, just such a dumb decision. I get they were desperate, but that's just malpractice. You're going to be paying Dame Lillard $20 million for the next 5 years. That's just so stupid. We get the #1 pick. We never got the #1 pick in franchise. We always got closer to the #1 pick, for example, 2022 NBA Draft. Okay, I get that, Captain Fox, but you also have something that most franchises don't have, and you guys have what? Is it like, what, 4 of them within the last 10 years or whatever it is? Like, you got championships, okay? You know, yes, I am going to stream the sound. The sound will be, the sound will be, you'll be able to hear it. I'll start it at 2. If I get copyrighted, I get copyrighted. I don't even care anymore. It is what it is. We're here to have fun. Jamal Murray, the Blazers would be interesting. No, I don't want Jamal Murray, but no, I don't want that. That turns a negative asset now. Yeah, he is. What should the Suns do? I don't like the Green Booker fit. They don't have any first until 2032. Well, Lance, you know, I can't. You know what? In my Suns rebuild, I traded for Kyrie Irving, which I don't even know if that's a great idea either. But I don't know what the Suns should do. I mean, obviously, Matt Ishbia pushed them in such to a corner. They're in a okay spot. Like, the fact that they're even able to make the playoffs is nice and all, but now you're kind of in the middle. I mean, the easiest thing to say is to just trade Devin Booker away and get as much assets as you can and reset, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, like, the Suns are going to just be mid, I think. I don't think there's a single way for the Suns to contend with Devin Booker, unfortunately. I just don't think that's going to be possible. I think the window with Devin Booker closed. Obviously, with the Chris Paul, Ayton days, it just probably is going to happen. What do you think the Heat should do with Powell and Hero? Well, it depends on what the Heat decide to do in general this offseason. Are they going to rebuild, or are they going to just be in the rumors for said superstar and never close on said superstar? In fact, like, Miami's been in that cycle for like every freaking offseason for like the last 5 years, it feels like. Try to trade Green for Morant. I mean, yeah, I guess you could take a shot at Morant. Maybe. I just don't even know if that's worth it. I'm going to be playing the audio. When 2 o'clock starts, I'll be playing the audio. But no, I will not show it. I cannot show it. I would get my stream would probably get taken down if I had to guess. The team I think deserves the #1 pick the most is the Chicago Bulls. They've been bad for decades and never find a true franchise player in years. Yeah. Chicago definitely could use it, that's for sure. Bulls game #1 would be cool. I am a Blazers fan. Ricard Dog. I don't know if I'm even saying your name right. But Giddey is Chicago's newest franchise player, and obviously Giddey is okay at best, but never going to be a #1 on a championship team. Miami getting 1. Well, you're going to need some crazy lottery luck, but it could happen. You never know. Fan of your rebuilds for a couple years. Always cool to watch them before bed. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Also, the Nets. Yes, the Nets could use it too. The Kings, the Bulls, and the Nets are the 3 teams that come to mind that absolutely could use it because they just don't have a ton going for them. Brooklyn and Sacramento for sure. But those 3 teams. Memphis gets #1. That's my prediction. That would be nice. I mean, they already have a good team, like a good young team to build with. So if they added one of these prospects to that core, that would be a nice start to the rebuild. Bulls, please jump up to top 4. All right, I'm going to do one more. We're going to do one more tankathon before, or ESPN, whatever. We're going to do one more before this thing kicks off. We got 5 minutes or so. We got 3 minutes. I'm going to do one more. Let's do one more. Be our last one. Let's spin this thing. All right. I guess I'll click autoplay. I don't know what that does. But number 14 is going to be Charlotte. That stays. Number 13 is going to be Miami. Number 12 is going to be the Thunder. So far, nothing is happening. Number 11 is going to be the Warriors. So far, everything stands pat. Number 10, the Bucks. Okay, everything's staying the same. Chicago. And number 9, the Bulls jump up. The Mavericks get pick 9. The Hawks will be at pick 8. Number 7 is going to be the Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies. And then the Jazz are going to be Sacramento Kings in the top 4. So what, the three teams I just talked about in the Clippers. So yeah, wow, Brooklyn Nets stay in the top 4. So yeah, these literally are all of the teams that could absolutely use it. I mean, Washington's in a pretty good spot too, but Brooklyn's going to get pick 4. We got Sacramento getting number 3. Are the Bulls about to do this? The Wizards? No, it's the Bulls at 2. The Wizards win the lottery this time. The Washington Wizards are going to win the lottery. Okay, that's where we settle it. So the Washington Wizards. All right. Last spin before this whole thing starts. Let's get this going. Let's get this prepared. All right. About to unmute this thing here so I can listen to it. All right, let me know if this is too loud or
really good team.
Let me know if this is good. If I get copyrighted, I get copyrighted, man.
Yeah. Come on, brother.
Thank you so much. That's great.
What you doing? Nice mustache. Yeah. I took it right off too.
Very
go
nice.
there.
So, So it's almost
They had to put up the beta tapes.
And of course,
his footage is better than mine, and I'm younger than him.
what this day boils down to, Kenny,
yes,
is who gets the right combination of what?
Ping pongs. Ping pong balls.
Exactly
ping pong balls.
Oh my gosh. I dropped ping pong balls on Charles Barkley.
I literally hate y'all. I hate y'all so much.
All right, fellas, about to start. I'm gonna mute because I'm sure they're gonna do some audio intro. Or do I even care? Do I just get copyrighted? Screw it.
And that's traffic on the twos.
If I get copyrighted, I get copyrighted. Whatever.
Is gripping the nation.
Probably is gonna happen.
In the association, the long road to success is paved with hard work and hope. And on the way,
I think Bucks can only be 2, 3, 4, or 10, I think.
With the first pick, NBA Draft.
this year, there's plenty of good fortune to go around. A loaded class of future stars, ripe for the picking. Success lies down the road. Next stop, the NBA Draft Lottery.
Just mute every 7 seconds. I mean, it's already too late. I bet that whole song just is gonna strike me. So it's already chalked, fellas. It's done for. We're done for.
For the first time, live from Chicago's historic Navy Pier, the lottery, it has changed franchise fortunes. It has offered hope to teams searching for a new beginning. And we are mere minutes away from seeing how 14 ping pong balls, 1,001 different combinations, determine the fate of this year's lottery teams. Executives from around the league, they believe this is the deepest class of prospects in years, headlined by the likes of A.J. Devonta, the nation's leading scorer. And then there's Darren Peterson, the dynamic guard from Kansas, who has been at the top of the charts all season long. Of course, there is Cam Boozer with his all-star family lineage, ready to walk
Carlos Boozer in the house.
in the NBA. And the question is, which team will land this year's Con Knipple, a star ready to help a team be poised to return to the postseason? I can tell you that the room here is buzzing inside Navy Pier.
You just get demonetized for the stream, right? No major penalty. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. I just won't get any AdSense from this stream, which is fine. It'd be different if I got like a bunch of super chats, but you know,
alongside a couple of Duke Blue Devils,
I'm chilling,
Jay
whatever.
Billis, Jay Will, Bobby Marks, our senior front office insider. I'm Malika Andrews. And Bobby, you have said this may be the deepest class since
1996, 30 years ago.
1996, exactly 30 years ago, which means the stakes for these lottery teams, Jay, they couldn't be higher. But how would you describe the talent that we are seeing?
Well, to Bobby's point, I think it's the depth, not just the depth of star talent. We've got star talent. This is the deepest freshman class that I can remember in all my years, and there's not a lot of separation between the first
they will reveal it in
and
14
the 10th
minutes
pick in this draft. You take a look at the second 5 and the best available. Keaton Wagler had 46 points in a game earlier
I pray
this
for
year
everybody
who
is a fan of one of these teams
there are a
for it
lot
to
of
work in your
outstanding
favor.
players in this draft. So if you don't get the #1 pick and get to choose between A.J. Devonta,
Is there
and Darren
anyone that could be
Peterson,
tough where
you're
that
still
might
gonna
trade
get a
it?
star
Ooh, that's a good
caliber
question.
player deeper down in this draft.
Maybe the
And look,
Warriors?
I know, according to a lot of mock drafts, right? The slate
Warriors
from 1 to
is the
3
one that immediately
pretty
comes to
seems
mind.
solidified for a lot of people between A.J. Devonta, Darren Peterson, and Cameron Boozer. But depending upon size and fit at that 2 spot, I think there's a lot of players out there with size that have that upward trajectory. And one player in particular,
Or if you're the
is
Warriors,
Caleb
you have to
Wilson.
really think
I've seen
about
him
just
work out, guys.
thinking about the future
you think
instead.
About a comp between Jermaine O'Neal, maybe Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? His upside, we could be talking about Caleb Wilson potentially being the 2nd pick.
I mean, yeah, I
in
guess the
NBA
Pacers
draft.
could too, but
And
I
then
think
you
they're
have
just
Keaton
better off
Wagler,
drafting.
Who has the distance and shooting frame like Stephen Curry. Size, frame,
More than
handling
likely,
ability,
though,
a lot of talent
having
in
rookie
this class
contracts
that
in
could
this
be
new
taken in the
CBA is
top
so
3.
valuable that I doubt we
draft
see
regards.
like a
I think
major
when you look at
trade
Jay Billis's
involving a top 4
list here,
pick.
we could see potentially 7 players
of guards going in the top 10 here. When you're looking at Darren Peterson, Darius Acuff, Kingston Flemings, the big question is when you talk to these prospects, how do they get separation from each other? And we're going to learn a lot about that in the next month and a half.
Absolutely. And to your point, Jay,
yeah, that could
the
happen.
Conversation about who is going to be selected #1, that has certainly been a debate amongst executives over the last several months, but it's starting to solidify. So let's take a look at some of our draft lottery headlines here and who has that luck of the draw, because there's 3 teams with the best odds to win, and they are the Wizards, the Pacers, the Nets. All of them have a 14% chance at that #1 pick. And then here you see the rest of the odds for the top pick. 3 of the last 7 teams to win the lottery, remember, they had a 6% chance or less. So what you're saying, my friends, is there's a chance. And speaking of chances, the Thunder, yeah, they're still in the conversation here. They continue to benefit from the 2019 Paul George trade with the Clippers. Yeah, that landed them Shea as well. And if the Pacers, they fall out of the top 4, remember their pick will go to the Clippers due to that Ivica Zubats trade that we saw ahead of this year's deadline. And then there's the Hawks. They get the more favorable of the Pelicans and the Bucks picks, while the Bucks get the less favorable of the 2. I hope everyone was taking notes. I know that was a lot of housekeeping here. We will make sure to remind you how these odds.
I still can't believe the Pelicans did that trade, dude. They're such idiots. If Atlanta jumps in the top 4 with their pick, they are just so dumb.
Because it is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms
such
out
a
there.
bizarre trade from Dumars. I don't care what anybody says.
Here in Chicago as well. Plus, we are moments away from the lottery order of the 2026 NBA Draft being revealed. This presentation of the NBA Draft Lottery will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Okay, we're on commercial now, but yeah, man. If the Hawks walk away with the top 4 pick here because of New Orleans, New Orleans is just going to look like total idiots. I mean, it was already a weird trade to begin with. Is the Paul George trade the most horrible trade ever? I mean, it did not age well. Did not age well. 100% did not age well. But if you look back at it, if you're the Clippers, would you still, like, I don't know. Obviously, you go back and you don't have the knowledge that Shea is going to develop what he turns into, but you were able to get Kawhi and Paul George. I think you still do the trade, man. I don't think you can blame the Clippers for doing it. It obviously did not work out. It took a swing and they missed. But I think it was the right decision at the time. I think if you get Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, I think you do that trade. Just aged really badly. Yeah, like Lance said, you have to consider that the only way Kawhi was going to sign with the Clippers if they got Paul George. So the Thunder rinsed them, though. Now, you could have tried to trade less, maybe. But yeah, the Thunder absolutely rinsed them. And they're still benefiting it on this to this day, obviously. I don't know, man. Do you think AJ Bonzo will go to the Kings if Kings get #1? Like, are you saying would he refuse? I don't think he would. Like, we saw Ace Bailey try to do that last year. Although, technically, I will say, Alex Sarr, it was a weaker class, though. But Alex Sarr, you know, was considered the best prospect in that draft. And, you know, he wiggled his way out of Atlanta. So, I don't know. Maybe. Like, obviously, Ace Bailey tried to do it with the Jazz last year. And Danny Ainge didn't care. But the Hawks GM let Alex Sarr get what he wanted. He took Ricochet instead. I don't know. It's a weird slippery slope. Like, do you draft a player who doesn't want to be there and just make them deal with it? Or, you know, you give them what they want? I don't know. We saw an example with Alex Sarr. Technically, he refused to work out for the Hawks, and they said, okay, we won't draft you then. But Ace Bailey, on the other hand, refused to work out for a bunch of teams, and Utah didn't care. What do you think about Christian Anderson Jr. to Golden State? I really don't have much of an opinion, unfortunately. I don't have enough knowledge on Christian Anderson's game to be like, oh my gosh, I think it could do this, blah. I can't give you a great answer on that. AJ's going to Utah, doesn't want to piss off the Mormons over there. Yeah, I hate that Bane trade. I don't like trading all your picks for never all-star level players. Yeah. And now the Blazers have one of those magic picks from the Grizzlies. But I think if you're an NBA team, man, you just, I mean, even in an NFL team, you take the player, you take the talent, and they can deal with the issues later. It's funny that the Suns pick was viewed as the best asset in that trade. Yeah. And now all these future picks could be messed up because of the new lottery odds that are coming. Has the draft started? No, it has not. Well, I mean, technically the show started, but as far as like them counting it down, no. Has not. Bane trade would have been fine if they traded less picks and included Suggs. It starts in, I think, like what? It'll probably be starting here in a second, if I had to guess. It's about to show the clock I can tell you exactly when it's about to start. Let's see. They're still got Jalen Brunson on my screen. Jalen Brooks wins wherever he goes. Yeah, technically, you're not wrong. All right, they got the guy. Okay, so I think this thing is about to start. We're back.
Here with us today, and we're going to check in with a few of them, starting with AJ Debonsa, here with his wonderful mother, Chelsea. And Chelsea, you have raised a confident young man, a young man who's been very clear about his goals, and that is to win and to go #1. So AJ, we're just a couple of moments away here from seeing how the lottery order shakes out. When that #1 envelope is opened, can you give us a glimpse into what's going to be going through your mind?
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, for sure. Just preparing for this moment. Obviously, wanting to be the #1 pick, working to be the #1 pick. So it'll be exciting. Great opportunity.
Thank you so much, AJ. Congratulations. Enjoy today. I mentioned there's several prospects that are here with us, and that includes Darren Peterson, his mother, Natasha, who is here as well. And Darren, college, it was a journey, and now it is behind you, and you're on the doorstep of your NBA dream, and you're doing so next to someone who's been standing by your side this entire time. So what does it mean to you to be about to take this next step with your mom here on Mother's Day?
It means a lot to me and my family. Like you said, this is the next chapter. She's been with me every chapter of the way, so just blessed to have her as my mom and blessed to be here today.
Thank you so much, Darren. Congratulations, Natasha. This is
Yeah,
what
it'd be
makes
funny
today
if
so
a
special. I
prospect
love
walked
that this
out
is
if
happening on
Sacramento
Mother's Day
won.
because it
That'd be
gives us
wild.
a chance to see these prospects with the people who mean the most to them. Cam Boozer is here as well with his mother, Cece. And Cam, family has been at the center of your entire basketball journey. So today, you have talked about in the past how it doesn't matter if you go 1 or 15. It's all about fit. How does that become clearer when the draft lottery order is revealed?
Man, you just get to see where you can end up. And, you know, my mom being here is super special for me. Her support, her sacrifice she made my whole life. You know, I wouldn't be here without her. And I know a lot of people here would say the same thing. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers here, and so for good lottery.
Cam, thank you very much for that insight. Enjoy today. I know there's a lot of emotions,
Remember the day
a lot
Carlos
of
got
anxiety that
drafted?
oftentimes
Damn, that's
comes
crazy.
with a day like today. And we're moments
Hey, where's the
away
Caleb
from the
Wilson
lottery
interview,
reveal.
man?
But first, have you ever wondered, right, how the lottery works? Well, our Brian Windhurst, at the risk of parroting Hamilton, takes us inside the room where it happens.
When the ping pong balls fall, the exhilaration begins. The NBA lottery can change a franchise for a generation, but it's a place nobody wants to be. You know what you see on TV.
Happy Sunday, Daniel.
The silence and loss. The real tension
You
is
think
in the
Peterson
room where it
drops? I could see it. I could see
where
that.
14 balls were, and each of the 4 drawn popped like little spikes to the soul.
10, 14, 11, and 7.
There's 1001.
Has it always been
possible
like? I know. I was just kind of kidding
teams'
anyway.
jackpots are posted on the wall. The
Remember
ones
when
with
Wemby
the
celebrated
most,
at the Rock
Wizards,
singing #1?
Pacers, and Nets have 140
Yes, I do.
precious combos this year. The Jazz and Kings have 115, and so on. Last year, the Mavs had just 18, but one magically delivered Cooper Flag. The difference between the Hornets getting Con Knippel and having their turnaround season and the Wizards and Jazz rebuilding again, one single ball. That's the margin and the stakes. This year, the prize could be the euphoria of getting a talent like AJ Debonsa, Darren Peterson, or Cameron Boozer. A miss is agony. It's the NBA lottery. but the balls fall where they
You
may.
have 2 balls. I think we all do.
A miss is agony. Well, the stakes, they couldn't be higher. Thank you, Brian, for that trip inside the lottery room. Now, it is time to meet
Let's see
the
who's representing everybody.
on stage here with us today.
I know John Wall is one of them, right?
Representing Charlotte is forward Con Knipple, the 4th pick in last year's NBA draft. Miami has sent 2006 NBA champion and Hall of Famer
Alonzo Mourning.
Representing
Nick
Oklahoma
Collison.
City
Oh my
is the
gosh, I haven't
12th
seen him
pick
in a long time.
the 2003 draft, Nick Collison. Golden State has sent Larry Harris, assistant general manager and director of player personnel.
2% chance at number 1.
And representing Milwaukee is Mallory Edens, the daughter of Bucks governor Wes Edens. Chicago has sent 3-time NBA champion and Hall of Famer Tony Kukoc.
Tony Kukoc.
Representing Dallas, a Mavericks legend, 4-time NBA All-Star Rolando Blackman. Atlanta has sent general manager Anzi Saleh. Remember, the Atlanta Hawks won this draft 2 years ago. Representing Memphis is 2004 NBA champion Tayshaun Prince.
Oh, I just hit my mic, my bad.
And here at Sacramento is general manager Scott
NBA Twitter
Perry.
loves Mallory Edens. I'm sure they do.
Representing Utah,
Scott Perry is the
Keontae
Kings GM. I didn't even know
George.
that, dude. Oh my gosh.
Brooklyn has sent Nets guard Hall of
Vince
Famer
Carter.
Vince Carter.
Representing Brooklyn. Interesting.
As for Indiana,
Then
they've
McConnell.
sent guard TJ McConnell. And finally, representing Washington is 5-time NBA All-Star John
And John
Wall.
Wall sucks what happened to his career.
And now NBA Chief Security Officer Leon Newsom
Oh,
is
fellas, it's
escorting
about
the
to
only
start.
person
Oh my
here who actually
gosh,
knows the
I'm nervous.
results of the
I'm not.
draft
I don't even have a
lottery.
team in this
Plus,
draft or in this
Markova
lottery, and I'm
from
nervous.
the accounting firm of Ernst & Young, who's delivering the sealed envelopes here to the podium. And now, my friends, it is that time. It's time to get started. Here's NBA Deputy Commissioner and Chief
Get your ass up here,
Operating
Mark
Officer
Tatum. Let's go.
Tatum, who will reveal the lottery picks for the 2026
Oh, shoot.
NBA Draft.
Thank you, Malika, and happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Oh, boys.
Good luck
It's
to
about
the
to
teams.
start.
The 14th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft goes to the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay.
The 13th pick will be made by the Miami Heat.
He did not jump up. This is OKC right at
Picking
12.
12th in the NBA Draft will be
Okay,
the
thank
Oklahoma City Thunder.
goodness. Oh my
Remember,
gosh.
The Thunder, they received this pick from the Clippers because of the
That was what I was
Paul
most
George
nervous
trade
for.
in 2019.
Oh my
The
lord.
11th pick belongs to
Warriors, right?
the Golden State
They didn't jump up either. Wow, nothing's moved so far.
Pick number 10 will be made by the Milwaukee Bucks.
Nothing's changed, right? Damn, that's not gonna help Giannis' future.
The 9th pick in the NBA Draft belongs to the Dallas Mavericks.
Nothing's
so that
moved.
Means that Chicago
Oh,
has
Chicago!
jumped into the top
Okay, so
four.
something did move. Wow, they need it. That's awesome for Chicago.
The 8th pick goes to the Atlanta Hawks.
Okay.
Remember, Atlanta, they received this pick from New Orleans.
So they didn't get a top 4 pick from the Queen trade, I guess.
Pick number 7 will be made by the Sacramento
Wow.
Kings.
Oh my
That means that
god.
Memphis has also jumped into the top
Bro, the
four.
Kings are screwed, man. Dude, the Kings have nothing to
Picking
be.
6
Oh my lord.
is
What are they gonna do?
the Brooklyn Nets.
Ah, the
That
Nets
means that
didn't jump
Utah
up.
is going to be in the top 4.
Utah jumps up. Oh, I feel so bad for Brooklyn. Indiana, or Clippers, Indiana. Oh my gosh.
The 5th pick in
This
the
is gonna be
NBA
big
Draft
for
will be
that.
Made by
Oh my
LA
gosh, the Clippers got the 5th pick.
So the Clippers received
From
this
the
pick
Zubats
the
trade.
Pacers because
Wow.
of the Ivica Zubats trade in February.
Washington,
Which
oh my
means
lord, I actually love this top
the
4.
top 4 will go. The
This top 4 is
Chicago
good for the.
Bulls, the Memphis Grizzlies,
I wish Brooklyn
the
would have got a
Utah
4th pick.
Jazz,
I'm not gonna lie,
and
but
the
I love that
Washington
top 4.
Wizards. All that's left to be decided
So the
now
Pacers aren't gonna.
is the
Wow,
order.
what
So
a.
coming up, we will see.
I actually
who
love
takes
that.
home
I actually like
coveted
this. I would
#1
swap
pick in the
Memphis for Brooklyn
2026
if I could,
NBA
but I
draft.
think
We'll
all
be
4
right
of those
back.
teams could use it. Damn, dude. Wow, what a.
Blue moon. Oh, that is a delicious looking
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I do feel bad for Brooklyn though. But Sacramento, dude, what are the Kings gonna do, man? I know this is a stacked draft class, so they can still get a good player, don't get me wrong, but gosh, they needed a for sure thing. Oh my lord. Brooklyn and Sacramento lose the most here. Obviously the Pacers, that sucks for them too. I don't feel bad for the Pacers. I mean, they were a finals team, so the Clippers got it though. Damn, dude, that's crazy. The best possible thing the Clippers could get, they got it. They got the 5th pick for Zubac. Think about that. In a stacked draft class, they got the 5th pick for Zubac. What a W trade. Wow. That trade could not have worked any better for the Clippers. It went to commercial. It's on commercial now, sorry. But they always do commercial between that. Kawhi is not getting traded. We'll see. Dude. I just can't stop thinking about the Kings right now. They are so in such a... I don't even know what they're going to do. But who's getting number 1, though, man? Who's your guys' predictions? Utah? Yeah, I feel like if Utah gets number 1 overall, it does feel like, oh, we want to get the kid. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't feel bad for the Pacers. I mean, I get how Burden got hurt. That sucked, but man, they traded the 5th pick for Zubac. That did not age very well. They'll still be a good team. They'll be fine, but jeez. Grizzlies said it before it started. Yeah, the Grizzlies, man. Bulls number 1, Wizards 2, 3, Utah. Man. Kings and Nets are the biggest losers here, and Pacers obviously too, because they didn't get to keep that pick. The Pacers could have had something really good going if they got one of those. Chicago. Washington, yeah, Washington's there too. Damn, bro. Who do I want? I kind of want Chicago get the number 1 pick the most. I feel like they could use it. But we'll see. With Trey, Sar, and AD. Four Kings and Nets. Yeah, Kings and Nets, Pacers, biggest L's here, man. That sucks for those 3 teams. Nets needed it bad. The Kings definitely needed it. And they... I don't know. We'll see. It's about to be back on, fellas. About to find out here. All right. Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Cameron Boozer going back where Carlos went. That'd be kind of cool. Didn't even think about that. It would make a bunch of sense. Pacers too. Nets are cooked, but there's better chance gonna go in the future. Yeah, Nets and Kings. I mean, the Pacers will still be a good team, obviously, but the Nets and Kings just absolutely.
The Washington Wizards.
Just
Utah
screwed.
Jazz,
Their future just got
Memphis
screwed,
Grizzlies,
man.
And the Chicago
Kings are
Bulls.
beyond cooked.
Joining us once again to
at least the
order
Nets have like
of the
future
top
draft
12
picks to be
is
excited
NBA
about
Deputy
still.
Commissioner and Chief Operating Officer.
All right, let's
Mark
find out
Tatum.
who's gonna be number 4.
Thanks again, Malika. The 4th pick in the NBA draft goes to the
Chicago.
Bulls.
Damn. Still gonna get a good player though.
The 3rd pick will be made by the Memphis Grizzlies.
Utah or Washington's getting number 1. It's Utah, isn't it? Utah's getting number 1, aren't
Picking
they?
2nd will be The Utah
No,
Jazz.
the Wizards
And
got
that
the
means
number
that
one.
the
John
number one
Wall.
pick in the
Whoever's in the
2026
Wizards.
NBA draft goes
Shams
to
revealed
the
it already?
Washington Wizards.
Wow, what a jackass.
Washington
Shams always
Wizards
doing that crap.
Win the 2026 NBA
The Wizards
Draft
got the
Lottery.
number one
Remember, they made
pick.
a huge trade last season. They added Anthony Davis. They added
Wow,
Trae
the
Young,
Wizards
and now
are
they
in
will have
such
a number one pick to
a
pair
good spot.
alongside their young core.
AD,
Will,
you know,
say
if he's
wow.
going to play there, who knows?
Just about
Trey
all
Young,
the
they're going
stuff
to
going
add
around Anthony Davis,
DeBonza,
and
Peterson,
Trae
whatever
Young.
it may
You think
be.
about the likes of what AJ DeBonza or Darren Peterson could be within that system. What a huge win for the Washington Wizards.
Can I say wow again?
DeBonza doesn't look
I mean,
the most
certainly-
happiest about it, I'm not
certainly
going to
they
lie.
made the two trades at the deadline with Trae Young and Anthony Davis, and then you can add an impact player at number one. It changes the dynamics of your organization here.
Our senior insider, Shams Charania, is joining us here as well. Shams, what does this mean to this franchise?
I mean, a massive get for Washington and Utah, right? And you think about the bottom, those are the two bottom teams, and the new anti-tanking rules are set to be enforced starting next season. That is in the works, and so this really being the last year where you have teams at the bottom that are not going to be faced with now moving forward, the relegation zone where the bottom three will actually be punished, and then the rest of it from 4 to 10 and beyond will be a flattened odds system. And a team like the Miami Heat today finishes 13th. And their team, I'm told, has been supportive of this flattened odds of competitiveness because the marketplace really helps them being in Miami where players
The Wizards got
want
it.
to be at. So
Clip,
listen,
Tails.
next year moving forward, Brad Stevens said it the other day, it's going to be much more competitive.
Right, and to your point, Shams, this is the first team to win the lottery after finishing with the worst record under this current format. But
Wizards,
as I said
Peterson,
when I was
Jazz,
walking
AJ,
around
or
chatting with
upset.
some
Good
of these
question,
players,
man. I have no
ultimately,
idea.
Jay, this today, yes, it's about teams and it's about their futures, but it's about where these young men are going to be stepping forward in the NBA.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of tough decisions to make, and it's not a no-brainer at number one. A.J. DeBonza and Darren Peterson, that's going to be a tough decision for Washington. And we have some years where you say it's a no-brainer. This is not. And you've got
It's got to be kind of funny, like sitting there as a prospect, just listen to these guys
but the good news is
talk
that
about whether or
no matter
not
where you fall in the top 10, you're going to get a really
I
good
don't know.
player.
That's
This
kind
is
of
a
weird,
deep
I guess.
draft of star caliber talent.
And we've talked about just the depth of this draft, how it's one of the deepest that we've seen, and really there is so much talent as you look
So
up
Boozer's
and
for
down
sure going to the
where
Grizzlies
this
then,
lottery
right?
has shaken out here, Jay.
Malik, I watched a guy like
That's
Michael
actually perfect
Brown
for
Jr.
Memphis.
go
They
for
traded
40
Jaren Jackson
plus
Jr.
in the
away. They
game.
need a new
I
four.
watched Darius Acuff do incredible things. I
Yeah.
watched Keaton Wagler do incredible things. The names go on and on and on about the talent. So
The
like
Brooklyn
JP
Nets,
said,
yeah, the
you're
Rockets
in
do
the
control
lottery,
their
you're gonna
pick.
get
Oh my
top-tier talent
gosh,
that
what are the
can
Nets going to
potentially
do,
turn into
man?
A franchise-like player.
Well, how about the team like the Clippers at number 5? You know, they go into losing the play-in here.
And a
They
four
still
that can
have Kawhi
rebound?
Leonard,
Yeah, you ain't
and
lying.
You get a top 5 pick in a strong draft for a team that's changed the corner a little bit as far as going younger with a player like Darius Garland to build around. Now you get another pick.
I try not to think
add
about how
to
this whole
group.
system treats kids like assets
When you
and
look up
property.
and down,
I know it's like
Shams, this
it's
draft
kind of
lottery,
funny
not
that
just
they're
at the
like
number
talking
one
about
pick, which,
them
yes,
right
we've
while they're
spent
sitting in
time
the
talking about,
room.
and certainly congratulations to Washington here.
I see
What
Caleb
stands out
going
to
3
you?
to Memphis.
I mean,
That
the
could happen
depth,
too.
that's the one thing when I talk to team executives, when I talk to everyone involved in this draft, is this could be the deepest, most talented draft up and down. And so you look at teams that have fallen, right? You think about the teams that might fall out of the top
I
4
think
or
I can
5,
finally get a
whether it's the
Wizards
Kings,
shirt,
you
assuming,
think about the Nets, you think about teams that try to be competitive year in and year out, like Miami. This is a deep enough draft where you're
Wait,
going
what?
to get
Jake
a
Fisher just
player,
said something
and
weird.
someone is going to always rise that you're not expecting as well.
Caleb Wilson
What?
is someone,
Emerging
Bobby,
from the
who you had a conversation with
sequestered
and
lottery
were
room
so
to report
impressed
Utah
by.
actually won the
I could've
number
talked
3
to him for
pick
about
after
3 hours.
popping
I
up
think he's an extension of what your
second
coaching
as well. So
staff
the
is
league had
as
to
far as
toss out
on
that
the court.
outcome
I
and
love
draw
his
again, which led
demeanor.
to
I love his
Grizzlies claiming the
basketball
3rd
IQ.
pick.
If we're using an
the
NFL
hell does that
terminology,
even
I kind of
mean?
equate him as like a free safety, the ability to impact defensively, steals, blocks. I think wherever he goes, he's going to make an impact to a team here.
And tremendous upside. Like, he can really pass it as well, and I think he's just scratching the surface of how good he's going to be.
Especially when you see some of these workouts when the ball is in his hands, which it wasn't in his hands a ton at North Carolina.
Well,
And also
fellas,
his ability to shoot and stretch the floor. I mean,
I'm probably going to
there's
get
still so
out of
much
here in
Caleb
just a
Wilson's
second,
game
but I
that we
appreciate you
haven't
guys
seen
hanging
yet.
out with me
I think
while
it's gonna
watching
blossom
this.
perfectly at the
And
NBA level.
Well, now we
obviously
know the way that
number 1 overall
lottery has
pick
shaken
rebuild
out
will be
and
out
we march
tomorrow.
towards this 2026 NBA draft.
I just don't
What are
know
you
who I'm
going
going
to
to
be
draft in
watching
that
each of you
video.
real quickly, most
DeBonza or
closely
Peterson?
as we head
I'll have
towards
to
you?
decide.
Yeah, I mean, there's
And then is
teams
AD
that
going to play
fell
for the
that-
Wizards
that-
next
that
year? There's
could've
already kind of sounds like he
potentially put
doesn't want
themselves
to in a
position.
way.
Think about Miami, Golden State in trades, and so
interesting.
now a lot of them going back to the drawing board.
The number 1 pick between Peterson and Debonsa is
Right
going to
to
be
Utah.
really
I don't know if I'll do
intriguing,
that this
where's
early.
Caleb
Maybe in
Wilson
a
gonna
future
go?
video I could,
think
but
that's
I'll
a
probably just
linchpin in
draft with
draft
this
because
video.
you could see him go
I
as
do.
high as number 2.
Yep.
But you could also see him a
Take
little bit
Peterson,
further
trade
down.
AD.
And then the guards. There are a number of great guards in this draft. Kingston Flemings of Houston. We saw 3
Think the
guys
Clips
on the same
take?
day go for over 40, all of them
Good
freshmen.
question. I have no
think with
idea.
everything going on around Ja Morant, Memphis at 3, with all these guards that we've been talking about.
So the mocks, they have Debonsa going 1,
Well,
Peterson going 2, Boozer to Memphis, Wilson to Chicago, and Keaton going to LA.
Certainly the bigs in Michigan, the national champions, whoever is outside of this top 10 is going to get a really good player here.
And certainly here is Jeremy Woo's updated mock draft after the lottery. You can find the entire mock draft on ESPN.com/NBA. Hey, thank you for watching the NBA
All right, fellas,
Draft Lottery.
that
The
is
next
going to
stop
do
is
it for
the
me
draft.
here. I hope you guys did have fun watching alongside me. It's the biggest win for all of us is that, you know, unless you're a Thunder fan, that the Thunder did not get a top 4 pick. That would have doomed the whole league. But anyway, I will see y'all in the next video that I drop tomorrow. We'll be doing a Wizards video, obviously. And I'll have to decide. I'll probably do Debonsa, to be honest with you, but we'll see. Maybe I change my mind. Peace. Can't wait for the next rebuild. Yep, absolutely. So thank you guys. I will see y'all later. Crushables, I'm saying peace.